Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Fronti.
Well, welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show in your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, where we share with you what you need to know, want to know, and should know about real estate, finance, and so much more. That's right. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Don Getling, Gino Fronti here, and with our new sidekick today, just joined the wonderful Skyline home loan team, Mr. Robert Griese.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard, buddy.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you joined us.
Thanks.
More great individuals to help you with the dream of home ownership. That's what we do. We got, 23 people here now?
You know, we continue to grow, Don. I've only got one seat left. I've kind of been shifting people around.
That's why, Robert, is that why you jumped in before they were all gone?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I figured I'd be on the floor.
I think I'll end up on the floor. I'm the office nomad, right? So my wife says to me, she goes, you know, I'm really glad I didn't redo your office like you wanted me to, because we would have spent all kinds of money and then you moved. And I said, well, maybe if we would have remodeled my office, I wouldn't have moved.
Yeah, no, we would have moved you.
Oh, I see.
So, no doubt about it. So we're very fortunate to be growing. We're just helping more and more people because, like our slogan says, it's mortgages done better, and it's really about relationships, and we enjoy helping you so much with the dream of homeownership, whether it's refinancing your home, pulling cash out, structuring it that way, or buying your first home, your next home, investing in homes. We have the answers. We have the tools. We even have these charts that are 4-page, 4-color that really break out your total cost analysis. Not a GFE or a good faith estimate. You go, what the hell does this mean?
All of that's fantastic, Don. But what I have that I think is most important to you is I just went through the process. Oh, my God, is it annoying? It's difficult. It's challenging. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of emailing. And it's something you have to do in addition to everything you do in your life. So I understand now more than ever, because I hadn't done it in a little while, what you need to go through in order to get to the keys to a home. Well, I anticipate I'm going to get the keys to the home tomorrow, and at that point, it's going to be a sigh of relief, and I'm going to be like, oh, my God, thank
You're
goodness.
the worst borrower ever.
I'm a horrible borrower. One of the hardest things, it's the shoemaker shoe thing or whatever it is.
Kids have holy shoes.
Yeah, it's just very, very difficult to work on your own transaction.
That's because you enjoy helping everybody else.
Well, and what's really funny is you should see all the emails like, don't do my loan, work on this one. Don't do my loan, work on this one. I sandbag my loan at least 10 times.
I know. And I was your LO going, you're making me look bad.
I know. But I always made sure to put you in front of me.
All right. So we promise every week to give you some information about what's going on in the real estate industry, especially it's a Saturday. This might be the day you're going to go out and look at homes or think about looking at homes or talking to somebody who's looking at homes because the real estate market is hot. So, Gino, share some of the numbers because the media is going to try to spin these numbers. We kind of teed it up a little bit, but you have the real numbers in front of you.
I love this, right? So I go out and I just say what's on the top of my head because I read reports, and then Don walks in here in the break and he goes, hey, here you go. Here's the report. And I'm reading it, and I'm like, well, that's what I said, Don.
I know. But you didn't give them the real numbers.
I know. So Barry with MBS Highway was kind enough to put together a chart for us, and one of the things I didn't note was that, when the headline number is going to say that housing starts were down 11%. But what I didn't know is that when they adjusted last month's numbers, they're up 22%. And we've talked about this a million times. Whenever you have astronomical reports, you can't follow that with another great report. It's very difficult. Let's put it that way. So when you have off-the-charts reports, it's very difficult to follow with a second off-the-chart report. And it makes the last report look in a bad light. So the one I'm excited about, though, is housing permits, up 11.8%. That's $1.3 million units coming to the market. Nice. That's a lot of inventory, and we've been needing inventory. Again, so if you're a seller, great opportunity to sell now before builders become your competitors. And if you're a buyer, don't forget my secret tip. Tomorrow is your day to write an offer. If you've been a frustrated buyer, if you've been beat out on a couple of offers, tomorrow you're going to have less competition than you've had in the last 2 months.
Well, we tell people a lot of times, and Robert's got some great reports because we're actually letting you know this is not trying to beat you over the head with a stick, but we are, because time is not your friend. If you're trying to get into the market and want to buy, we're telling you prices are going to continue to climb, as Gino just alluded to, how hot the market is. We don't have enough inventory, and interest rates have been inching their way up, as we told you they would. So you're losing purchasing power. And Robert Griese, who just joined our team here on Skyline Home Loans, got some good. Why don't you share with them some numbers about the cost of waiting? Now, these are national numbers. They're even worse for us here on the West Coast. Trust me.
Multiply this.
Yeah, exactly. You can probably double these numbers. I guarantee it.
Okay, so the numbers I have are the opportunity cost. And waiting a year could actually cost you a little over $18,000. And waiting
1 year, just 1 year,
that's
18
1 year,
grand.
yeah. And then waiting 3 years is about $55,000 it'll cost you. And principal reduction
and appreciation. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I don't know about. Are you out there? You gonna be able to save 55 grand in the next 5 years? I don't think so. The other thing is, I love the numbers we run. If you're paying $1,800 a month in rent.
So
you're going to be
$176,000 in net worth, right, after 10 years?
Yeah, 176, and you're throwing away 100. I won't say throw it away. Sorry, you're spending on your rent $115,000 in rent in the next 5 years.
Let me re-clarify that in my favorite way. You're paying your landlord's mortgage for the next 5 years.
You.
Yeah, i.e. me. So I thank you for your service.
Okay, so we're talking about the cost of waiting, why you need to buy now. And then we're talking about the sellers. We pump you sellers up, going, now's the time to sell. There's not enough inventory. So a lot of you are going to get really, you're going to think you're being really smart or greedy, one of the two, and think, I'm going to sell my home on my own. I think you're going to lose money.
Yeah, so I have a situation with a personal friend that wants to sell their home on their own because they have a buyer already in mind.
Okay.
And I said, that's fine. I said, it happens to be the tenant of their investment property. I said, that's fine. I said, step one, let's get an appraisal. What do you mean? Why should I spend money on an appraisal? Step one, let's get an appraisal. Step two, let's interview 2 real estate agents. Between the appraisal and the 2 real estate agents, we should determine what the actual value of your home should be on the market. And then let's propose to that buyer that they buy the home at that value. Otherwise, you should list your home for sale because the numbers speak for themselves, don't they?
Oh, the numbers. Well, here's the things you don't think of when you're trying to sell your home is you're now dealing with the buyer, the buyer's agent. Remember, you don't have an agent, but they have an agent.
Quite
so
possibly,
who's negotiating on your behalf? Oops.
Right.
Who's protecting you? You got to deal with the buyer's bank, their lender. The inspection company. And the appraiser. How do you even get an appraisal done? The title company. And there's so many factors that are brought into the picture that all in all, by not having those people involved, you're going to potentially lose the numbers from the National Association of Realtors. You're actually going to net 13% less.
Yeah, and 13%, I mean, it's just an astronomical number here in California. So I think in California that percentage is smaller.
Yeah.
But the amount of money is tremendous, right? So, I mean, you could lose $20,000, $30,000. And here's the other thing. Depending on what you do for a living, if you lose your focus from what you do for a living, how much is that going to cost you?
Oh, yeah.
Because this is overwhelming. I mean, I'm telling you, the amount of things that happen in a real estate transaction, the amount of people involved, the negotiations, it's time-consuming and it's stressful. So why not hire a professional to do it for you?
Well, here's another factor that a lot of you won't think of, and you're like, well, the market's just hot. They're going to come buy my home. How? How do they know about it? I mean, most people do. Only 9% of the buyers come from somebody who happened to drive by your sign.
Yeah, yard signs are a thing of the past today with technology. I mean, yard sign. I can't think of the last time I saw somebody say, I saw this sign in your front yard, and that's why I'm calling. I mean, it's just a
it wouldn't have to do with, I saw your house on the internet.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so if 97% of all searches start on the internet now for a home, and I believe 91% start on a mobile device. So if you can't get to that mobile device, then you have no business selling a home.
Well, here's a key factor, and we're all negotiators here. We all are in the business. I can guarantee you if I walk into a home known as for sale by owner and I know they're not paying agent, I'll discount it right away with my offer 3%.
Immediately. The first thing I'm doing is I'm discounting
When
the
you
commission.
Robert, you just go,
absolutely.
I know you're not paying that, so I'm not paying it.
Yep.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
you're
First
going to
thing.
negotiate that anyways, and now you don't have anybody protecting you.
And I know this is kind of unpopular with the real estate agents in the group, but you also don't have errors and omissions insurance. So that's one of the other things you're purchasing when you hire an agent is you have an insurance policy to protect you to make sure that you'd made all the California disclosures appropriately. And in California, disclosing is a very important thing.
All right, good stuff, guys. Again, you're with the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show here with Robert Griese, Don Getling, Gino Fronti, Skyline Home Loans. And please go to our website, donandgino.com, DONANDGINO. There's a wealth of information. There's so many great shows, great information. Our YouTube channel has 750 videos or so now. check out our new video blog. It's a daily blog, and it'll teach you a lot about what we're talking about today. It's called the National Real Estate Cafe. That's right, going national. And you can go to nrecafe.com, nrecafe.com. Or if you want to just receive a 2 to 3 minute little video clip on what's going on in the market, just text NREC, NREC to 58885. That's NREC to 58885. Good stuff. The bottom of the moral of the story is buy now, sell now, because it's a great market to do it, and this Saturday is a great day to do it. Make sure you reach out to us at Skyline Home Loans. We'll be glad to at SantaCretaHomeLoan.com, SantaCretaHomeLoan.com, and you have a great Saturday. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, and stay tuned for Jim Reap. You're going to get some amazing information from him.
That's right. Don't go away.